Hello YouTubers, it's Championdjk coming at you again with another video. And we're going to try something close to the camera angle that we had the last time again. Because that seemed to work out pretty good and I got some pretty good feedback on that. So, anyway, this week was a pretty decent week for Diecast. I got a couple items in the mail, which I will show you. And then I also went to a car show and had a little bit of a car show haul. So another car show. Last week we did the Iola car show and swap meet haul. And this week I got the Pierce Park car show and swap meet haul, which Pierce Park is a lot smaller than the Iola one. It is one that's actually local to me in my local town. So without further ado, let's check out my wares here. So, all right. So first of all, mail. Two items. One is this Ultra Red, which I got from Zach Diecast Mansour. I think that's his IG name. Anyway, Zach Mansour on Instagram pulled one of these, messaged me immediately, and we worked out a super easy trade. He is a super cool dude, so follow him on Instagram for sure. I'll try to tag him in the description of the video so there's no mistaking what his IG name is. And we're going to open this sweet Caddy Ultra Red in the second segment of this video. We might actually, I think what we will do is we're going to open up the Caddy and the two regulars as well. So I have all three open. Same thing as what we're going to do with this Mustang. So there you go. Mustang Ultra Red. So I have this one now, the Caddy, and I've got the Dodge Polara, and so I've got 3 of the 6 Ultra Reds from this release. So that means I'm missing what the the 2 Impalas. There's 2 Impalas in this release, and then I'm missing the Buick Estate wagon from this release. So if anybody's got a lead on those, let me know. I got this one off of eBay, got a deal on it because the card is trash. So sweet deal for me. All right. So one of my best offers was accepted, so that's what I got. So I think I paid, well, I think it ended up being like 20 shipped or something like that. Not bad. That's a good deal for an Ultra Red for what they're going for these days. All right, and then my haul from the car show. We are going to look at a couple of the items in the second segment of the video. One is going to be this. I actually picked this up for $3. This is a Malibu Diecast or Malibu International 1/64 scale Audi A6. Pretty cool, actually. You don't come across these at car shows too often at 1/64 scales, so that was pretty sweet. That was a pretty sweet find, pretty random, and really cool. If you're not familiar with this Malibu International brand, these are high-speed castings, I believe, and yeah, manufactured by High Speed. These toolings were like some of the first Greenlight Motor World toolings. This one never got put out in Greenlight, by the way. The Audi never did, but a lot of the ones that were high-speed castings ended up being Greenlight releases in the original or early Motor World line. So anyway, there's that. So I found that. We're going to look at that. I got 2 or 3 Hot Wheels. Whoa. This guy right here, GMC Motorhome, pretty sweet. This one, I have a bunch of them from this Hot Wheels Racing RV series, 25,000 production run, whatever it is. I have a bunch of them, but I didn't have this one. So glad to have found that, and that was super cheap, so score. And then I got this guy, Hall of Fame. This is, what is it, a Barracuda, right? Plymouth Barracuda. Does it even tell you what it is? Dan Gurney? It's a Cooter, right? Am I nuts? Whatever. We're going to take a look at it in the second segment. It's sweet looking. It's a really cool vintage race car. I don't know why I'm like blinking. It's a Cooter, right? Come on. Well, whatever. We're going to open it up and take a look at it. I'm not sure if it's a metal base or a plastic base. I think it looks like it's a plastic base, but it does have rubber tires and really cool deco. So we're going to check that out. And for some reason, I thought I already had it, but If I do, I don't know where it is. So we're going to check that out. And then I got this Baja Beetle from the Hot Wheels Classics series. Picked this guy up. I paid $4 for it, which is whatever. But usually these things, actually, for some reason, these Classics versions of these Hot Wheels Baja Bugs that were in this Classic series, they usually go for way more than I ever want to pay for them. So, but I collect this casting. I didn't have this one. This is actually the first one I've got from the series. There's a bunch of different colors of it, so I'm missing like all of those. So, all right, and then the rest of what I got is Johnny Lightning. I got a couple of Volkswagen Beetles. All these you're going to see in a future 10 Car Tuesday. So this one from the 2002 Holiday Classic Ornaments series, and then I got this one's really cool. This is the 65 Volkswagen Rally Beetle from, geez, I'm dropping everything today. American Collector, what the heck is this? It is an American Collector's Insurance ad. Oh, I don't know what series this is. I'm not sure, but it's one of 2,500, and it looks really cool. So we are going to check that out in a 10 Car Tuesday episode in the future. So look forward to that. And then some GTOs. So we got this one, the 1966 Pontiac GTO Hot Rod Magazine, Primedia Magazine series. We've got this GTO from the Holiday Muscle Ornaments series. This was, trying to find a copyright date on the back here. 2000s, probably like 2001, likely. And Muscle Cars USA Pontiac GTO in blue, pretty sweet. And the Pontiac GTO, 1965 Pontiac GTO from another Muscle Car series. This one with real wheels, pretty cool there. So those we're gonna check out in future videos. All those Johnny Lightnings. I've got the next bunch of 10 Car Tuesday episodes are Hot Wheels 10 Car Tuesdays, so it'll probably be a month before we see a Johnny Lightning one. Yeah, but we will see one sometime soon. And actually, yeah, I don't know, whatever. We're going to open up this one because I want to get this one loose. It just looks too cool to leave packaged for right now. I would really like to open it. So we're going to open up that. So we've got a few things to look at in the second segment, so please stay tuned for that. Thank you very much for the support for the channel. Stay tuned. We're going to go ahead and take a look at that stuff up close. Okay, so let's start with the Auto World stuff. Here we go. 1967 Cadillac Eldorado. This is, of course, Premium 2019 Release 1. And I have already done a video on the set of cars, but haven't really opened any of them yet besides one Ultra Red, which is a Dodge Polara. And then we've got now two more reds to check off, and we might as well open up the regular models that complement them. So here it is. Very beautiful car, and a very cool color. It is Summit Gray Poly. Looks good. First thing you do when you open Premium Diecast is you just kind of look it over to see if there's any glaring flaws, which is going to let me know if I have to attempt to locate another one or not. Motor looks good. Hood opens good. Shuts good. Wheels and tires look good. Everything seems to be up and up with this one. And pretty fantastic diecast model. And then let's go ahead and open up the Baroque Gold Poly. So by the way, these regular releases are limited to 4,000 pieces. The Ultra Reds are limited to 3% of the overall production run of both A and B. So 3% of 8,000 is how limited the Ultra Reds are going to be. Here is the Gold Poly. It's a pretty understated gold color. It's not very brightly colored gold. It's a very nice and Tamed. It looks really good. Between the two, though, I definitely like the darker color, I think, a little bit better. For me, I think, you know, if I had a choice here, you could drive one of these two cars. This would be the one I would pick. But they both definitely look nice. And definitely dig them. So, as usual with Auto World, you've got metal bodies, metal bases, and just a fantastic look. This one's got a black interior. This one over here has a red interior. So I believe, okay, so yeah, so the Ultra Red's in this release now. And here it is, 67. This is on the version A card. So here's what the Ultra Reds are going to have on them. Now this would not make a difference whether or not it was A or B, okay? And the trend here, I believe, with these is going to be, of course, they have an Ultra Red body. Yeah, we know that. They have an Ultra Red, or they're just an Ultra Red body. They have a white base, and they have a white interior. And I believe that's how all of them are for this series. So white base, white interior. As far as the traits go, I'm not sure if they follow A or B, because at least in this example, there's nothing really different about the A or B besides the interior and the body color, from what I know. Let's check plates. Eldo, Boss 1. Okay, so the plates are different. So that'll tell us. The plate is Boss 1. So that means they're going to follow the traits of the version A car, and we'll confirm this again with the Mustang in a moment. They'll follow the traits of the version A car, but they will have a white base and a white interior, and of course an Ultra Red body. And it looks almost like that there's a white accent on this hood, but it's not. It's just the silver line on the hood, which both A and B both have. So check out that Ultra Red Caddy. It looks pretty good. I don't see any glaring flaws with it at all. It appears to be nice. The base is in proper and all of that good stuff. It doesn't lean. It rolls really well and smooth. So actually all three of them do. So that is absolutely great. All right, so moving on, let's take a look at the Mustang. So first of all, version A. Here's version A. It is in Kona Blue. Kona Blue. All right, I'm just moving the caddies out of the way here so I don't hit them. So you don't have a 164 scale car accident. So here it is in this nice color blue. So it is interesting that they put back out this casting. This casting actually hasn't been released since the actual licensed premium release 1 was the only time other than now that this car has been seen. It's a pretty good looking casting. Details are definitely there. Boss 302. It's got white on the top. Engine detail. The hood opens and closes quite well. It looks good. Of course, it's got a metal body, metal base, rubber tires, all that good stuff. And it looks pretty good in this blue color. A little bit of orange peel in the paint job, but really not an issue. And looks pretty good. So that one's got a black interior. Does this one have? This one also has a black interior. So here is your version B. I'm just going to open it up. This is in yellow blaze metallic. That's actually a really cool color in person. I don't know if I was too excited about it when I first saw it in pictures. So there's your Spanish glow is versus the 302 license plate. So they put different plates on the version A's and version B, which is kind of a nice little touch. Of course, everything else is pretty much the same aside from the the main body color. I don't see any other real differences. Looks pretty good. Wheels are the same. So yeah, so let's take a look at the Ultra Red. So here's a quick look at the packaging here. So if you're a car collector, you'd be pretty upset to pull this out of the box. But like, the one I wanted, the chase car, is damaged. But works out good for me. So bring on the damaged packaging. The box is damaged. That's too bad. That doesn't matter really too much. All right. And here it is. So, if my theory is correct, or for observation holds true throughout the series, we should see white interior, white base, and then the plate should say, what, 302? And it does. There it is. Boom. All right. So that's what to look for in the traits of the Ultra Reds. I do see one little minor paint flub right here on the taillight detail. Not a huge problem. This Ultra Red color actually really does bring out having that logo back there looks really fantastic. I didn't really notice that pop as well on the other two colors, but it looks really good for some reason on this Ultra Red color. And pretty awesome. So, glad to have this. So, I got 3 down. I am halfway there on this release. It's slow going for me because if you know me and you know this channel, you know I'm not just chucking money at eBay just to complete a set. And, I try to find good deals. I have to. If I didn't find good deals, I would not be able to afford the hobby, okay? So I have to go out and find good deals. And the price is right on this one, so I picked it up. All right, so next up, let's take a look at this high-speed casting, this 1/64 scale Audi A6, and I bet you we're going to be pretty impressed by it. Now, some of these high-speed castings are definitely better than others. Some of them have plastic tires, some of them have rubber tires, some of them have painted details, some of them have lens details. This thing looks at first glance like it's got all of the good stuff. We've got rubber tires and we've got lensed inserts for headlights. It is also screwed to this base, comes in an acrylic case. We are going to have to open it up. It should have a plastic base. It will have a plastic base. Some of these are built quite similar to Kyosho, and this is one of those. So just confirming here, yes, the tires are kind of a softer rubber, and we've got a lot of detail in this car. It actually looks very impressive. Very, very cool. It's one of these things that would probably sit all day at a car show and probably never sell. People would pick it up, not know what it was, not really have a care in the world about it, but it's right up my alley. I asked him how much he was charging for it. He's like, is it worth $3 to you? And I'm like, absolutely, it's worth $3 to me. And I know they probably go for quite a bit more than that on eBay. I don't know how long he's been sitting on it or whatever, but honestly, if I wouldn't have asked about it and bought it, he probably would have never sold it that day. So, just one of those things he picked up in a collection and didn't really know how to price it or what to do with it and didn't want to bother looking it up, and that's fine. So I did get a good deal on this one. I'm sure it probably sells for close to $10 shipped at least on eBay. I never looked it up, but to pick this up at that score of a price, I was really excited about it. And this is probably the find of the day for me. I really like it. This actually would go really nice with some Kyosho stuff. I don't know how close it actually is to 1/64 scale. It kind of seems like it might be a little bit large. And I don't know if I have an A6 in a Kyosho. I might actually. Maybe sometime I'll have to compare it, but just a basic Audi, but it looks really, really nice. I mean, this looks really in the real car territory if you were to take some good pictures of it. So that to me is a fantastic buy. I am glad I picked that up. All right, next up, let's take a look at this one Johnny Lightning that I decided we're going to go ahead and open in this video, and this is this cool 65 Volkswagen Rally Beetle. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. Look at that. There's a wheel up here. It's actually stuck to the top of the packaging. I wonder if that's supposed to be glued in here. I mean, it's not missing from the car. Although one of the wheels is kind of screwed up. I'm fixing it right now. Oh, it's really screwed up. Hang on. Well, there's another wheel now. I just took off the car. There we go. That's some unplanned fun for the video. So we should probably fix that. So this is a good time to talk about how Johnny Lightning wheels are constructed, if you did not know. Basically how they are is they're a 3-piece wheel. If I can get the tire out of this one, I'm going to have to try to get it out to try to fix it. Alright, so they are a 3-piece wheel. I think this thing was definitely supposed to be like glued to the top of this car, but anyway, so you got the tire, the part that is actually attached to the axle, and I guess the rim or the hubcap-ish sort of thing right here. So the tire goes on, the rim that's attached to the axle is pretty much goes halfway through the tire, and then this thing kind of caps it off. Maybe it's easier to stick it in the tire first. So we'll go ahead and just try that once here. Oops, I got it the wrong way. Sorry about this, guys, but did not plan for this. I feel like some of the dirt is actually rubbing off of this tire as I'm trying to put it on. It almost feels like these tires feel sticky. That's kind of strange. Alright, so I'm just trying to get the tire back on. I may have to mess with it a little bit more off camera, but it's on for the most part. The weirdest thing right now is that these tires are sticky. The tires aren't sticky, I should say. The rims are sticky. It's almost like the paint on the rims wasn't dried before they sealed it up in this packaging. There you go. I got the wheel fixed. But the car is really cool. I don't know about this tire. I did not see it in the package when I first saw it. I don't know if it's just supposed to sit up there like that, or if it's actually was supposed to be glued, but the paint is not dry. So I'm gonna let this sit out for a while. Of course, it's gonna sit out anyway. You're not gonna put it back in the package, but and hopefully that stops becoming so sticky. But anyway, check it out. It looks awesome. It's got some dirt on it. It's got this cool little roof rack thing that I don't think I've ever seen on a Johnny Lightning Beetle before this one. And it's got this, I guess, spare tire up in the roof rack, which is also pretty cool. This one does have a white interior. It does have a metal base. Of course, it's got rubber tires, which we looked at in detail. And it's a really cool little model. That's about as cool of a Volkswagen Beetle diecast model as you can possibly get, in my opinion. So we'll check that out. We're going to let that, I don't know, hopefully let that paint gas off or something and let it dry. Next thing we'll take a look at quick is going to be this right here. This is a GMC Motorhome. I just enjoy this casting quite a bit from Hot Wheels. I do. Jasper Engines. I don't know what that is. NASCAR Winston Cup events. So these things always have a weird axle that's shoved up in there that you have to pull out on these GMC Motorhomes. So there you go. Now the wheels are good. This one does have a plastic base. It has a metal body. It's got this Jasper engine tampo scheme going on. And I am not familiar with NASCAR at all, guys, so I can't comment on it whatsoever. But kind of a cool GMC Motorhome. I don't know why. I just really like this casting, and I collect it. And any variation I don't have, and I see it, I grab it. Again, that wheel is back up there again. So it's gets stuck underneath the fender. We're having wheel issues in this episode. Let's hope that stops with these next couple. All right, there you go. And then we've got a Hot Wheels. Oops. Baja Beetle. Another casting that I enjoy is the Baja Beetle. I've got a absolute ton of variations of the Baja Beetle. I think I probably have almost I don't know, quite a bit. Probably 30 different variations at least of this. And I don't have any of these classics until now, so that's a cool ad. If anybody's got the colors of these that I don't have, this, I believe, is the only one I have. I could double check, but I'm pretty sure this is the only color of the classic series that I have is this yellow one. It's a really nice looking yellow. So this version of the classic series, and I think this was the last year the classics came out, and they came in even more classic style packaging with these tin buttons. So here it is, just like the old Redline cars, Mattel, Hot Wheels, Volkswagen, Baja Beetle. Pretty cool. And then of course this is just kind of neat. Not a bunch of people are a huge fan of this casting for some reason. I just really dig it, and partially because I think I had one of these when I was a little kid. I had a beat up one. I think it was the Blazing Beetle with that was white with flames. So I don't know. I like it. I have tons of variations of it. And then lastly, what we are going to take a peek at here is this thing, Dan Gurney. So this is pretty sweet. Eclectic Legends Hot Wheels Hall of Fame series. The more I look at this car, the more I think I already have it. But I'm just peeking at like my premium Hot Wheels wall, and it's not up on there. And I know if I had this car, it would be up there, and it would stay up there because it's in a sweet old school racing livery, or old school stock car livery, which is, that's something I do definitely dig. It's an interesting little piece. I'm just looking at the bottom here. Yeah, so it is a CUDA. Duh. All right, so here it is. It reminds me of the Johnny Lightning Stock Car Legends series. This, now that I have it out of the package, it does look a little bit goofy, almost like the roof of it is like squashed. And the roof is plastic. And I know there's a variation of this casting that's a convertible, and that's probably why the roof is plastic. They probably used the same tooling and they just added a roof to it. But here's something I want to point out. Let's take a look at the tampos on this car. Okay? And let's take a look at the tampos on this car close up. All right? We're going to zoom in here. Now, this car came out... What year was this thing? Let me go take a peek. We're kind of taking a look here. 2002 is the copyright date. What should I get to compare it to? Alright, I'm just going to pause this for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, so what I'm trying to show you here is the Christmas. I'm trying to show you Christmas. I'm trying to show you the crispness in the tampo work on older detailed Hot Wheels compared to newer detailed Hot Wheels. We're just going to just touch on it real brief, okay? So take a look at how crispy the car is. Now, there is a slight bit of graininess to it, to the print quality, but very, very, very minimal, and they are very, very crisp. To the naked eye, super crisp, and very, very good looking. So the tampos on this car are supreme. They just look really fantastic. So let's just take a look. I grabbed just one thing out that I could see close by that kind of suffered from this issue of modern Hot Wheels, and here it is. So this is a GTLM car, and let's take a look at this. So look at the 66 in here. Look how grainy that green is. Look how grainy that EcoBoost, powered by EcoBoost Ford thing is. It seems to be like the way that they do the graphics nowadays really kind of suffers in resolution from the way they used to do it. Now, maybe the way they do it now allows, obviously, to more wrap the car in tampos, I think is probably the reason why they do what they do. For example, like this whole blue portion of the vehicle and the white portion. I think the car is actually originally painted red. Yes, it is. That's why the rivet is red. Underneath here is red. So the car's originally painted red. So this blue and all of this is actually all tampo or all a wrap, which is great that they're able to do that. But unfortunately, you get this graininess, dot matrix look to the printing. Another car where it's like really pronounced is this gasser. So you got this mail-in gasser, which also has a flaw here on the back side of it, by the way, where it's got some overspray in the silver. But look at that. Look how grainy that is. And it's still a really cool car, but it's so grainy, that tampo scheme or whatever. I'm not sure how they, if you call these tampos. I don't know if they're pad printed or what exactly they are. But you'll notice this. Start taking a look at your modern car culture and stuff, and you will notice it for sure. And then look at some older Hot Wheels like this, and the tampo work or printing work or whatever you want to call it looks just so much cleaner. Also, I mean, you really notice it. I have some Drake Strip Demon cars, some of the older ones, and man, the tampos on those just look absolutely fantastic. There's no graininess to them, like, whatsoever. And then you get cars like this. So, just wanted to point that out. Just wanted to show you guys that. That's going to be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Actually, the star of the show for me is just, I don't know, this high-speed casting is just so cool. So awesome. That's the score of the week for me. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching another video. Please hit the like button. Please comment. Please subscribe. Please give me some feedback on these videos. Anything you want to see. I always read your comments, even though I don't reply to all of them. I do read all of them. So please continue to leave comments. And also, check out my playlist if you like these videos. If you like any category of my videos, they typically are going to be in a playlist with other videos that are like them, including these Diecast weekly episodes. So check those out. Of course, hit the subscribe button to check out upcoming videos. And most importantly, enjoy yourself, enjoy the hobby, and have a great day.